What's going on, everyone? So, the Los Angeles Lakers, Luka Doncic is just unbelievable in Eurobasket. Goes and drops 39, 8, and 8. Couple steals, couple blocks. I mean, the guy's playing defense. Say what you want. The guy has been very good on the defensive side of things. He's not Kawhi Leonard in his prime. He's not like, no one's expecting him to be all defensive player, but he is getting after. He's attacking closing out on shooters. He's switching, moving his feet well, staying in front of guys. He's being a help defender. He's doing all the things that you want to see on the defensive side of things that hopefully he will translate to the NBA. Now, obviously, guys in the NBA got a lot more athletes and speed and things like that, and the way the game's played and all of that. So we'll have to see how he translates to the NBA, but the effort is there in which you want to see. And I hope that continues because we need him. I'm not expecting him to be, our best perimeter defender out there. Can he be serviceable? Can he just be good enough not to get blown by every possession or where teams are switch hunting to him? And if they do, he at least is able to hold his own a little bit. We know he can score the basketball. We know he's probably going to average 35, 8, and 8. Right, I wouldn't be shocked if he averaged a triple-double this season. The guy's going to be unbelievable. I think he's going to remind a lot of people who he is and that he is one of, if not the best players in all of basketball. I wouldn't be shocked if he wins I think as long as he plays 65 games, he wins the MVP this year, right? And I think Lakers are going to be very good at the game of basketball. But also, Luka Doncic set history in the Eurobasket, being the fifth player in NBA history, Eurobasket history, not NBA history, Eurobasket history, to record a triple-double, and it is 5. He is the fifth. Seen a lot of reports, even FIBA originally put out 4, but correction, it is actually 5. So he's the fifth player since 1995 to post triple-double. The other 4, because I just want to inform everybody so everyone understands, at least those that watch this channel, are Toni Kukoc of Croatia, which I know most, if not all of you, are very familiar with. This was back in 1995. Rares Manac, I probably butchered that, but in Romania in 2017. Matisse Pontica, probably again butchered that, in Poland back in 2022. And then Emma Messman of Belgium in 2023. So you've had 4 of those 5 in the last, 5 or 8 years. You've had 3 of them in the last 4 years, which is very impressive. But yes, Luka Doncic has now posted that triple-double. But the reason I'm talking about this, the reason I'm bringing this up, and the reason I'm making this video is because I think that this further highlights that the Lakers need to make sure that they do right by Luka Doncic. And I don't mean with the Eurobasket stuff and things like that. I know I've talked about that very heavily. I love that the Lakers are supporting Luka. Lakers are doing everything right as far as like showing support. It's why they constantly get the superstar, right? They constantly, guys like LeBron end up coming because they took care of Kobe in a time where they probably shouldn't have given him a max. Like, you couldn't have played for 20 million, like things like that, because at that time it didn't really make sense. But for the Lakers, what Kobe means, what Kobe is, the representation, the signal that it sends out to other players, you give him that money. That's why the Lakers have always taken care of Magic and Kareem and, Kobe and all these guys. You do right by the Lakers, we're going to do right by you. You win here, we'll take care of you. LeBron ends up coming 2 years after Kobe retires, and then the Lakers do everything to kind of cater to him and make sure he's happy, bring his son and do all those things, right? Now you're seeing them transition into Luka, and they're going to do the same thing, right? And you saw all the pushback from the Dallas Mavericks to where now Luka is getting the support from the Lakers. That doesn't just send a message to the Lakers or to Luka, right? That sends a message to Jokic and Giannis and the next rising star and other guys and other that are like, man, if I go to Lakers, they're going to support me in my efforts to play and represent my country, right? The Laker fan in all of us is very selfish. We're like, please do not go, don't do that. But what it means for somebody like him. I mean, we've had NBA players be like, look, I've won championships, but that gold medal meant more because you're representing your country. You're putting that flag on. You got your jersey with the country plastered. You're not just representing, a foreign place in their tournament. You're representing an entire country of people that are looking to you to do that. And Luka Doncic is doing every bit of that. His team isn't very good, which is good. The selfish in me is coming out right now. Like the selfish man in me is like, I'm glad he's not very good. Play the 5 games, be done, move on, and then get back to playing for, get back to the States and playing for the Lakers and going in, let's go win an NBA championship this year. But Rob Pelinka and the Lakers need to support Luka in the sense of building out this team and trying to win a championship this year. Now, Rob Pelinka has said himself that he has full championship expectations. He's got Luka and LeBron James that are going to lead this, right? I mean, Luka's even talked about how he believes that they can win a championship, that, LeBron's experience stuff is going to go such a long way for this team. I mean, you're talking about potentially the best duo in all of basketball by a large margin. I mean, there's not a better number 2 anywhere close to the level of LeBron James. LeBron James still top 10 player, was 6th in MVP voting last season, all NBA still. He's probably going to do the same this year. And they're outside of like 2, maybe 3 guys in the league. Luka's going to be the best player every night, right? And even those guys, Luka can get to that level and be better than Jokic for a night, or be better than Giannis for a night, or be better than SGA for a night. I think he's going to clearly get back into that conversation. I think if he plays 65 games, he's the MVP this year. I think the Lakers are going to be an excellent basketball team. The West is just so tough and so tight that like Lakers could be better this year and still be like the 4th seed or the 5th seed, right? Lakers could win 52 games this year and end up being the 4th seed. And it's like they had a better record than last year. That's just how tight the Western Conference is. But regardless, I expect Luka to just do amazing things this year. And in doing so, the Lakers need to make sure that they hold up their end. Again, that doesn't mean go do something right this second and sell the farm to go get, an Andrew Wiggins or something like that. Be patient, stay the course, right? No trade is better than a bad trade, so on and so forth. All the things that I continuously regurgitate because it's important. And I want people to understand, like, we have to stay patient. We have to remain patient. We have to make sure that we're making the right moves and right decisions. So I'm okay if the Lakers want to go into the season, kind of evaluate. Luka's going to do Luka things. He's going to be ridiculous. LeBron, let those guys kind of figure it out. Let, things kind of take its course. See what really kind of rises to the top as far as problems, concerns, issues, questions, so on and so forth. Kind of let that, point itself out, because right now you look at it, it's like, okay, we could use a starting level 3-and-D wing. We could use probably a backup center, maybe a bench scorer or something like that. But again, what if Jake LaRavia or Jared Vanderbilt end up emerging into that spot? Or maybe you do start Marcus Smart and he's got that in lockdown, right? Like now, maybe it's not as big of a need to go get an Andrew Wiggins or something like that. Or at least now you're in a position where it doesn't seem like you're desperate. You're not in a position of we need this guy. We're in a position of we want this guy because we think he would kind of elevate us even further. And even if it's not, I'm just using Andrew Wiggins as an example. Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe it's a Miles Bridges or, whoever, right? Maybe you're doing the Portland trade or anything. Not just that, but prices, trades, all these things, they'll be easier to make once you get into like December, January, February, obviously around the trade deadline. That's why Rob usually does his best cooking around that time because teams are more willing. You got a couple months in, you got teams that thought they were going to be good that are like, out of the play-in right now. And it's like, all right, well, we need to make a decision. And then you got teams that didn't want to be good, that are trying to tank a little bit, that are like, hey, maybe we should get off a couple of these vet guys and kind of hit the floor even more, right? So you just have more options. You have more potential. Like the expiring contracts become more valuable because teams want to get off of salary and stuff, especially with the new CBA. There's just a lot more potential and opportunities to get a trade done. And then it also gives Rob time to kind of evaluate, see what this team needs. JJ Redick, who's the head coach, kind of look over everything and go, okay, we really need this. We really need that. Maybe it's not that. Maybe, Jackson Hayes is great for us in the backup role because now he doesn't have to be the starter and there's not as much pressure and all these things. And then, like I mentioned, Jake LaRavia and Jared Vanderbilt got the 3. And it's like, hey, you know what we could use? A self bucket getter, self-shot creator, off the bench. Maybe it is a Malik Monk or something like that, or a Cam Thomas or somebody that you're looking to come in and bring in and add. Or maybe it is, right? Maybe it is like, man, we really need an Andrew Wiggins. We are an Andrew Wiggins away from winning an NBA championship here. So you go make that move. You go make that trade for an Andrew Wiggins. Maybe Austin Reeves ends up being the odd man out, and he's just, because DeAndre Ayton is now the third guy, and Reeves is just kind of out there floating. And it's like, okay, maybe we should look to trade Austin Reeves. I'm not saying that that'll happen or that they should or anything like that. I'm just saying you don't know what's going to happen until you get into the season, right? There's also the potential the Lakers are just great. Like, what if the Lakers are the best team in basketball and they don't need, they're the one seed in the Western Conference by a good margin and they're just dominating things. Like, I don't know. Like, a lot of people think that they're going to be terrible. I disagree. I don't think they're going to be terrible. Will they be like championship level good where it's like, oh man, this team is great? That I don't know. I need to see. There is a version of this team that can. Absolutely. But every year, or most years, not every year, but most years, you can argue there's a version of this team. It's just recently that version has been knocked. Right? This version, I do think can. You solved a lot of your major needs. Right? DeAndre Ayton, Jake LaRavia, Duke Thero, we'll see if he can actually get in the rotation or get some minutes at least. And then obviously Marcus Smart, I think, is going to be very huge as far as his versatility and defense goes. So you have a lot of the things that you want to have that you're able to solve, that you still are able to keep your assets. You're still able to make moves, still able to make trades. You have like 40 plus million in expiring contracts. You can get to like 60, 65 million if you include guys like Austin Reeves, stuff like that, right? So Lakers are in the driver's seat right now, right? But Rob Pelinka needs to make sure that he is staying aggressive, finding those opportunistic trades, finding those opportunities to make sure we're doing right by Luka Doncic. Because Luka Doncic, again, I mean, the guy is unbelievable. The guy's putting up, insane numbers, setting records, doing all this stuff, has this new transformation and outlook. We need to make sure we're holding up our end. We're doing our end of the deal for Luka and doing right by him and building out this championship level team and roster. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.